Okay, right now, you're probably wondering, what is the meaning of life? Who is Tiede? And why are people screaming that he's going to be president? Well, in short, I'm Tiede, and I'm going to be president. Anyways, just for some context, this is a video from my graduation where I gave the Salutatorian speech. Also at the time, I had fractured my leg, which is why you'll see me in crutches. For the most part. Anyways, with that said, enjoy the video.
The Salutatorian is an honor reserved for the student who ranks second in the graduating class according to GPA. In addition to getting good grades, this student has taken challenging courses and participated in many extracurricular activities. This student has not only dedicated his time and efforts to his academics, but also to the community. He was the 2017 State of New Mexico Junior Youth of the Year, competed at the state competitions for cross country and track and field. His personal ethics and morals have allowed him to excel and be an asset to the Pojoaque Valley. He is the recipient of a Los Alamos Employee Scholarship Foundation Award and will attend the New Mexico State University in the fall. Please help me welcome Lucas Tiede to give us.
Good morning, Pojoaque Valley High! My name is Lucas Tiede, and I am the class of 2022's Salutatorian. It's truly an honor to be here, to be able to speak in front of our beloved parents, friends, and families, our amazing teachers and staff, and especially my soon-to-be fellow high school graduates. I just want to start off by having the class of 2022 take a second. Look to either side and admire your fellow classmates. Nearly 13 years ago, we did something very similar. On our first day of elementary school, many of us had just been introduced to each other for the very first time in our lives. And that's crazy to think now, at graduation, that we've stuck alongside each other for nearly 13 years, and we've known each other for probably longer than we can even remember. Many of us have developed very close bonds so strong that they will withstand the test of time and last long after our departure from here today. Now, there's also a portion of us who weren't present those 13 years ago, who had migrated to this school somewhere later down the line, and still we formed these bonds. Despite being unfamiliar faces at the time, we welcome them. We encourage them to become a part of our beautifully diverse Pojoaque family. And that's the first thing I want to congratulate this class for: our inclusivity and our open-mindedness. These two traits are very rarely observed within today's society, but in the future, these will be among the defining qualities of our world's leaders. And all 133 of us already possess them. Next, I want to recognize our class's determination to reach for the stars. And just in case some of you guys forgot, I'll remind you of who we are. We, Pojoaque's class of 2022, have soon-to-be college athletes. We have a future naval service member, a New Mexico State mock trial champion. We even have a children's book author in our midst. We are such a unique and diverse group of young prodigies, and we are proving to be among the most promising classes of graduates that Pojoaque has ever yielded. So don't any of you ever undermine your own potential. Always remember that no dream is too big and no dreamer is too small. That's a quote from the movie Turbo with Bill Hicks. I would also like to highlight the fact that this senior class is one resilient bunch of individuals. I mean, since the day we were born, we've been constantly adapting and readapting to our ever-evolving world of technology. And in fact, we've been thriving in it. And as if that wasn't enough, we persevered through a once-in-a-century pandemic. Despite the complications imposed, we didn't for a second allow ourselves to lose sight of our goals. We may have faltered, but we recovered. We've proven that we can overcome anything. Which leads me to my final message. We are in the midst of a climate crisis. We didn't make this mess, but the responsibility lies on us to address it. And if, in the future, we wish to pursue our individual ambitions, this must be our first priority, because our lives depend on it. However, I'm not worried, because there isn't a single obstacle that can be put in our paths in which we can't overcome. I'm confident that not just us, but the collective youth of our community, of our state, of even the nation, will be the catalyst that drive the change that we so desire in this world. So on that note, I want to shout out my mom and my dad. I know my mom is definitely over there crying right now. Also to my friend, oh actually no, my mom wanted me to thank my brothers in this speech. I'm not sure why. Thank you. Also to my friends, my mentors, my #1 supporters, thank you as well. None of this would have been possible without any of you, so thank you. And these next people have played such a significant role in all of our lives, and very seldom do they receive the recognition that they deserve. So next, I want to thank and applaud our administration, staff, our coaches and beloved teachers that we'll miss very dearly, and also our parents for not only managing to put up with us, but for also preparing us for this next big chapter of our lives. Let's give it up for them. And finally, I want to thank you, my fellow Elks and Elkettes, for being absolutely amazing. We've stuck alongside each other for a very memorable 13 years, and I wouldn't exchange that for anything. I honestly couldn't imagine graduating with anyone else besides you guys. Thank you.
So as you can tell, this was a very special moment for many people, especially me. All I wanted from this speech was to reach a broader audience and to hopefully even be an inspiration. And I'm just glad that I got the opportunity to do so. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot. Until next time, whenever that will be. Okay.